Yesterday a child came out to wander, caught a dragonfly inside a jar. Fearful when the sky was full of thunder, and tearful at the falling of a star. The seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. Child moved 10 times round the seasons, skated over 10 clear frozen streams. Words like when you're older must appease him, and promises of someday make his dreams. Seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. 16 springs and 16 summers gone now. Cartwheels turn to cartwheels through the town, and they tell him, take your time, it won't be long now, till you drag your feet to slow the circles down. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. So the years spin by, and now the boy is 20. Though his dreams have lost some grandeur coming true, there'll be new dreams, maybe better dreams and plenty, before the last revolving year is through. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game, and go round and round and round in the circle game.
Hey guys, it's Beatles Sunday. You know what that means, right? It means fun with the Beatles. And of course, today's no exception. I'm Ben Cruz.
I'm Kelley.
And we got a great song for you today. Are you ready?
Of course.
All right, let's give it a go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are places faces I remember all my life. Though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone and some remain. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends. I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life I love them more. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one that compares with you. And these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life I love you more. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life I love you more. In my life I love you more. All right, not too bad for the first take. I hope you guys enjoyed, and remember to listen to 1 or 2 Beatles songs every day, because it's good for the soul. Now stay safe and healthy, and make it a good Sunday. Peace.
Peace.
Hi, I'm Hayley,
And I'm Dan,
and we're seniors at Barrington High School.
class of 2020.
And we'll be performing our version of Dolly Parton's I Will Always Love You. If I should stay, I would only be in your way, so I'll go. But I know I will think of you each step of the way. I will always love you. I will always love you. Bittersweet memories, that is all I am taking with me. Goodbye, please don't cry. We both know that I'm not what you need. I will always love you. I will always love you. I hope that life treats you kind, and I hope that you have all you dreamed of, and I wish you joy and happiness. But above all of this, I wish you love, and I
Good afternoon and welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2020. To begin today's ceremony, please rise for the Barrington High School choral members' rendition of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so canvassly streaming, and the rockets red there, the most bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sailors, that star-spangled banner yet wave. O'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
At this time, I'd like to introduce Sudiksha Mallick, our senior class president, who will give her welcome address.
To my fellow class of 2020, congratulations, we made it. What an achievement, really. And I could not be prouder to graduate alongside such incredible and talented people. This year was definitely not what any of us could have ever expected. But then again, what in life is ever expected? With COVID-19 shutting down schools, senior events, and so many more things, it might be hard to be leaving high school this way. But in quarantine, I've had a long time to reflect upon our journeys to this moment, what it means for us moving forward, and what we can learn from these times of crisis. First, always expect the unexpected and seize every opportunity and moment that comes your way. You never know what life is going to bring you, what obstacles you might have to face, but also what opportunities will be presented to you. So always tackle everything head on. We, the class of 2020, we are fighters, and we are so capable and strong. But also remember to live in the moment. Take time to appreciate the small things. If COVID-19 has taught us anything, it's to appreciate these little things, the acts of kindness, and the people who have changed your life. And on this note, take a moment right now to say thank you to those who are watching this with you, or send a text or an email to a friend, family member, teacher, mentor, anyone who has helped you along this journey. None of us could have ever been here without them. I, for one, know that without the support of my parents, all my teachers, the Barrington School District Administration, I would never be here today. But today, we are here to celebrate our graduation, the end of high school. 12 years we have spent working so hard to get to this moment. And although right now it might not seem like the celebration you had wished for, it's important to remember that graduation is not one day. Graduation is not simply walking across the stage and getting a diploma, or turning the tassel to the other side. So then, what is graduation? Graduation is the compilation of every moment and every day for the last 12 years. It's all the late nights you spent studying for that one exam that might have seemed impossible. It's all the little classroom celebrations. It's laughing at lunch with your friends. It's the time you spent in that one club that's now turned into your passion. It's that one teacher that no matter what, never fails to make you smile in class. Graduation is what we have been doing for the past 12 years, every single day. And these last 3 months, although right now seem so significant and have started to cloud over our entire high school journeys, are just 3 months out of the entire 12 years we have spent working so hard to get here today. So let us instead today celebrate those small moments, the moments that have shaped us, the moments spent with the people who have gotten us here. And just as we have persevered for the last 12 years, we will continue to persevere through this. And one day we'll look back at our graduation, not with sadness or disappointment, but with awe at the strength we showed and the stories that have now become embedded in our own. And now, onto our future. Yes, today marks the end of a journey. Today marks the end of years of hard work and dedication. But no, today certainly does not mark the end. Today is our beginning, the start of a new journey, the turning of a new page. Today, class of 2020, we become leaders of the world. We become accountable to the people around us, to our nation, and to our world. Yes, today is simply the beginning. So with that in mind, go out and make the world your own. Look at how our nation and world is today. Change it. Make it better. Fight for justice and equity. Listen to the voices of those around you. But no matter what you do, always do your best at it. And you can do it with a smile. Every one of you listening today has a voice, and that voice matters. So I urge and charge every single one of you to use that voice to make this world a place that we, the class of 2020, can be proud of and stand behind. Our legacy is not and will not be the fact that COVID-19 stopped our graduations and our proms, but instead, our legacy will be how we are able to act upon this and use our voices, our knowledge, our passions to help our world recover from this. Our legacy is starting now, right now, from this moment that we have graduated. I wish all of you the best, and I'm so proud to say that I graduated with the class of 2020. Congratulations.
And now for our first student essay, Kelley Kaon.
Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, and the class of 2020. What does it mean to be the class of 2020? 2020 was the year everyone would talk about. Starting in first grade, we were presented as the class of 2020. Then again at third grade graduation, fifth grade graduation, eighth grade graduation. 2020 seems so far away, a concept we could just barely grasp. We couldn't wait to get to high school, to dance through each day, to sing out our school pride, to experience the high school musical life. We were the class of 2020, or whatever that meant. This year, Battle of the Classes was postponed, but shirts were still bought to showcase our school pride. We would wear them to Battle of the Classes in the coming spring. Precautions were taken across the nation, yet many of us chose to maintain our optimistic outlooks. When teachers began preparing students for the worst, we excitedly talked amongst ourselves about the possibility of no school. Even when we were dismissed that ominous day, March 13th, we made plans to see our friends soon. Who would have thought that we would be driving out of the parking lot for the last time as students? Who would have thought that that would be the last time all of us would learn together under one roof? What we would give to go back to March 13th, to walk the halls for the last time, to thank our teachers for the last 4 years, to take pictures with our friends that we would treasure forever. This year may mark the end of the norm as we know it. Our future is uncertain. What should have been a beacon of light at the end of 12 years of hard work is a cloud of darkness tainted by fear, stress, worry, concern. However, with every end, there is always a new beginning. As all of us gather here today, the proud class of 2020, know that we are defining a new norm. We are forging a new path. Our graduating class begins the new decade, and the resilience that we have demonstrated in the face of doubt will be remembered for generations to come. The strength of our determination collectively intertwines to form an unbreakable bond amongst us that will tether us together, no matter where we go in the next chapter of our lives. After all, just look how far each of us have come. I'd like all the students here today to think back to that beautiful sunny day. You're at recess in third grade, and your friend attempts to trade you an instrument-shaped silly band for your dolphin-shaped one. You scrunch your nose, your brain trying to process if the trade is a good one. You're in awe of kids with silly bands covering their entire arms, or maybe you were one of those kids. Fast forward a few years and you're playing Foursquare with your friends, never being able to keep track of the multiple rules. Are we playing with or without popcorn? Is on the line in or out? On the bus ride home, you're squished with your friends into uncomfortable brown seats, the fake leather peeling off the surface. Sometimes it was even 4 to a seat. Looking out the window covered with fingerprints and doodles, you just couldn't wait to drive. Slowly over the years, you began creating your own social brand. The first time you downloaded Instagram and made an account. The first time you used the dog filter, even though it was basic. And of course, we all suffered through the no phones at the dinner table sentiment as well. As 8th grade graduation crept up around the corner, a new fear dawned upon us. It was scary. It was imminent. It was high school. The building was huge. How would we ever remember our way through the school? I guess this fear will only be unique to us, since the middle school kids might think our high school is smaller than their new middle school. How would we balance our workload with our sports, our extracurriculars, our social life? With orientation finished, we signed up for our classes, charged up our Chromebooks, and nervously embarked on our high school journey. Whether or not you want to admit it, we all had our school schedules as the home screen on our phones at one point or another, surreptitiously checking it between classes. We dressed to showcase our school pride at homecoming, but vowed to dress warmer next year as we huddled with our friends to brave the freezing weather in mid-October. That first year, we wore our DNA Day shirts to label ourselves as freshmen, frantically running around to teachers begging them for signatures. Our brave peers signed up for Battle of the Classes, and we cheered them on through the plank contest, Hungry Hungry Hippos, and the potato dance. Were we robbed of our points all 3 years? We may never know. However, there was something special about our class, and everyone knew it. It was our pride as the class of 2020, and it was the sense of community amongst us that made us unique. Throughout the grand total of 780 days at Barrington High School, we joined clubs and proudly watched as us or our friends held leadership positions, or even ascended to become captain. We became pros at hiding our food during lunchtime in the library. Most of us learned how to drive in this very town, using the high school parking lot for practice, knuckles white as we took the driver's test, and breathing a sigh of relief when we passed. Or maybe that took 2 tries for some of us. Many of us marched in the No Yoga Pants Parade on October 23, 2016, that made our town sensational for a few days. We took a stand against gun violence in school and stood in solidarity with our peers when we orchestrated a walkout on March 14, 2018. In Barrington High School, we learned to prioritize and discovered the dreaded effects of procrastination. Gritting our teeth, we learned perseverance and solidified our work ethic as we finished homework after homework, quiz after quiz, our 4 midterms, our 3 finals, our 1 college application. We've established lasting friendships with teachers that we will stay in touch with beyond our time at Barrington High School. And best of all, the friendships we've made with each other will endure. We all grew up together. These are the people we will call when we are in college, the people who remind us of home, and the people who make up a part of our family. Our friends ground us, they stabilize us, and they remain unforgettable in our hearts. Surviving the toughest periods of our teenage years with them has created a bond like no other. And besides, we want to keep them close, because they probably have a whole archive of embarrassing stories on us. All of us will lead such different lives. Amongst the graduating class, we will have athletes changing the world on the playing field, artists who see the world through unique lenses, actors we may one day see on Broadway, passionate activists we may see changing the government, dancers, singers, actors, future doctors, lawyers, writers, and more. Our talents are a gift, but our character is a choice. The similar experiences we have shared over the years have shaped us into who we are. We started as young, impressionable children and leave as adults who possess a strong moral compass and ideology. In essence, the class of 2020 means resilience and perseverance, strength and empathy, compassion and kindness. These traits that we embody will ensure that we never take a moment for granted, because we all know that too well that in just a blink of an eye, everything can change. As we leave, there will be no more core curriculum we must follow. The entire world becomes our elective, and I sincerely wish us all the very, very best. Congratulations, class of 2020. We made it. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to call on our choral ensemble, who will perform He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother, arranged by Mark Hayes. And now for our second student essay, I'd like to call on Sarah Quinlan.
Good afternoon, class of 2020, family, teachers, and friends. To say that we're an extraordinary group of young adults is an understatement. Most of us were born in the year of the 9/11 terrorist attacks. We were in 5th grade when the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting occurred. And now we have been stripped of our final year of high school because of this worldwide pandemic. We are strong, confident, and courageous. These past few months have been a series of terrible losses. People have lost their lives and families are grieving. Others have lost their jobs and plans for the future. Many of you, I know, have suffered these things too. With losses like this all around, it might seem frivolous to feel sad about losing your graduation ceremony. But after 12 years of hard work and dedication, we have every right to be sad. To be sad that we missed winning Battle of the Classes, senior prank day, eating outside with our friends at lunch, hanging our college pennants in the library, senior prom, after prom, and so much more. I am just as devastated as all of you. Now, writing this speech was incredibly hard as I thought of all of the extraordinary moments that we missed and the time that we will never get back. But instead of thinking about all of the opportunities and time that we missed together, let us reflect on the amazing experiences that we have shared together throughout these past years. The past 12 years have been a journey. We started here as kids, and now we're leaving as, okay, we're still kids, but we're kids with an incredible education, and we're ready to head into the real world. The teachers and community of Barrington have been our rock and support through our entire lives. And they truly have taught us how to be respectful, responsible, and ready to succeed. Now let us remember the good days, the days where you see Ben Conway's smiling face in the hallways, Emma Singer's endless school spirit, Kelley Kahn's incredible cupcakes, CJ's Life Smart weekly questions, and so many more. Each and every one of you is incredible. You all possess some sort of extraordinary and unique quality that defines you. You have a great future ahead of you, no matter what path you choose to take in life. You all have pushed me to become the best version of myself, as I have firsthand been able to see the incredible things that you all have accomplished at such a young age. However, we would have never reached such great strides in life without the help and support of our incredible parents and teachers. One piece of advice that has stuck with me throughout my years in Barrington, although it might sound simple, is to treat others the way you want to be treated. When I was a sophomore, I had the privilege of participating in the Rachel's Challenge, courtesy of the Chain Reaction Club. Now, it might sound cliche to say this, but this event changed my perspective. Seeing the vulnerability of my classmates and learning that they have gone through the hardships, just like me and you, truly opened my eyes. Sonder. The realization that each random passerby is living a life as vivid and complex as your own. It is something that we don't think of every day because we are so encompassed in our own lives. However, I feel as though Barrington has done an extraordinary job enlightening us on this concept. They have opened our eyes to the lives of others, and I believe they truly have made some of the best people of our generation. Now I want to thank and congratulate each and every one of you for becoming the unique, brave, smart, and kind young adults that are going to change the world. The things that we have witnessed and overcome in our lives are life-changing and unexplainable. Yet we have done it because we are the future of society. Thank you, Class of 2020, for being the most spirited, enthusiastic, and incredible group of people I could have ever asked to grow up with. I can't wait to see the amazing things you are all bound to accomplish. Soar high, Eagles, and remember, the sky's the limit. Cheers to us and our futures. Thank you.
So this year is special. We have two retirees who are also graduating with the class of 2020. Mrs. Celeste Labonte from our music department and our school nurse, Grethe Cobb. First, I'd like to call on Sarah Hughes and Hayley Gasbarro to say a few words about Mrs. Labonte.
Hello, everyone. We are here today to celebrate and honor the accomplishments and career of Mrs. Celeste Labonte. Though our 4 years as her students in the choral ensemble constitute only a small fraction of her teaching career, the opportunities and experience that we gained under her direction represent the impact that Mrs. Labonte has on every student who passes through her doors. Mrs. Labonte is an incredible chorus teacher who has largely contributed to the excellent reputation of the Barrington High School music department. Under her instruction, our school's choirs have maintained superior festival scores as well as high all-state admissions and ranks. The depth of her musicality is remarkable and is largely responsible for her students' success. However, what is more impressive than her talent is her intense passion for what she does. I hope to love my job one day as Mrs. Labonte. She is the most enthusiastic person that I have ever met, always coming to class with a smile and a positive attitude. Her high energy is infectious to her students and makes for an incredible learning environment. Whether it's playing Bow Wow Wow, introducing us to her friends like Shirley, or sharing her love for Donny Osmond, Mrs. Labonte is light-hearted and the first person to poke fun at herself. Even on the worst days, I always look forward to her class as a place to de-stress and do what I love with a great group of singers. Mrs. Labonte's support for her students extends beyond the classroom. Whether it's driving nearly an hour away to deliver them handmade masks during a pandemic or sitting front row at their performances, Mrs. Labonte sincerely cares for her students and their individual passions. She values our happiness and well-being. I remember entering high school as a nervous freshman and finding immediate comfort in her classroom. Mrs. Labonte is truly one of a kind, and I will miss seeing her beautiful smile every day.
Not only is Mrs. Labonte a positive and enthusiastic teacher, she has also worked tirelessly at making the chorus room a safe and comfortable environment for all. While in class, her classroom was a focused and non-judgmental place in which music of very high quality was expected. But during non-instructional times of the day, the chorus room turned into a place to confide in her, laugh with her, and often sing with her. Miss Labonte is like a mother to us all. Like a mother, she holds us to a certain standard. She tells us how much she appreciates us. She cooks us the most delicious food and always makes us scarves for Christmas concerts. She finds something special in each of us and accepts us for who we are. Some people walk into a music class feeling unnoticed, and Miss Labonte makes it her job to find those people and notice them. She has the power to break kids out of their shells and infect people with her deep love of music. As a teacher, a musician, and a person, Miss Labonte has taught us so many lessons, none of which you can access on Khan Academy or WikiHow. Miss Labonte has taught us to laugh at ourselves, to not take life too seriously, and to accept criticism with open arms. She has taught us to love people even when they are imperfect. Her love for music and life has most of all taught us what being a true musician entails: hard work and a passion for sharing. And also what being a good person entails: finding happiness in dark times and finding something to love in everyone, no matter their differences. We love you, Mrs. Labonte, and wish you the very best in your retirement. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to call on Mikaya Lane to say a few words about Mrs. Cobb, our school nurse.
I am here to honor the lovely Mrs. Cobb, our nurse for many years at the Barrington High School. Not only is she our nurse to the students and staff, but she is also a friend who is both positive and caring. Personally, for me, I have felt very lucky to know her, and she gets to know me. Over the years, I've been able to rely on her for not just help, but for there to talk out things. And so have other students, as well as the staff. I'd like to first thank her for being there and taking the time to take care of the students. Not just for cough drops, but of course more serious things. When students are both sick and have things that have to be taken care of. Every student should feel welcome to talk to her, and she is there if they need her. She is the type of person who is always positive with a smile on her face. If you happen to walk in there, you also get that feeling. And when you walk out, you will always feel welcome back. For my freshman year, I was a bit nervous to go to the nurse for my first time. And of course, it was kind of for a cough drop, but still, I didn't know what to expect. But as soon as I went in there, I knew that her being positive was something I need for the day. And from then on to my senior year, I was thankful to know her as long as I have, because I knew that she'd be there not just for me, but to care to other students, and not just help them out with injuries or things they need, but mainly someone to talk to. And that's the type of person Mrs. Cobb is: positive, caring, and supportive.
And now it is my turn to say a few nice things about the students who make up the class of 2020. But before I begin to address the extraordinary group of seniors who comprise this class, there are a few people I need to thank for helping to make this unprecedented graduation ceremony a reality. First, I want to thank my administrative team, specifically the administrative assistant team of Mrs. Aguilé, Mrs. Perry, and Mrs. Kellner. All three worked tirelessly, going above and beyond to ensure that all the various components of this graduation plan came together while accommodating the needs of the graduates and their families. Our custodial and maintenance staff for setting up and breaking down the graduation platform each day throughout the filming process. Mr. West and his Sunrise team, consisting of Jack Colton, Owen Crane, and Zan Maddock-Mark, for their many hours of filming, editing, and finalizing what is sure to be a memorable tribute to the class of 2020. And finally, I want to thank our graduating seniors and their families who showed patience and resolve in adjusting their own schedules over 5 days of filming to make this event happen. And now for my address. Members of the school committee, administration, faculty, parents, families, and the Barrington High School class of 2020. Most years, I worry about that one Sunday afternoon in June and how I have to decide whether or not the 2-hour graduation ceremony will be held inside or outside. Since 2010, my record is just over 500. 6 outside graduations, 4 inside. This year, we needed 5 days of nice weather, as we were determined to have our graduation ceremony held on Victory Field, and we did it. Now, back in 1999, when I first started my tenure as assistant principal at Barrington High School, John Gray was our principal, and Peter Gray was his assistant. At that time, the assistant principal would say a few nice words to the seniors during friendship service on the Saturday before graduation. That year, Peter was the senior class assistant principal, and I remember asking him what he planned to talk about. He told me he would often jot things down throughout the year and then discuss some of the key events during his speech. Now, during all my years, first as assistant principal and then as principal, I had never really considered doing this. I'm not sure why, but for some reason this year, I thought this might be a good idea. So when school started back in September, in the back pages of my composition notebook, I began jotting various things down as they occurred. My notes included some of the following entries. In the fall, school started after Labor Day for the first time in recent memory. We had a change of start time, now beginning our school day at 8:30, and we added to that a new master schedule. This new schedule included the addition of a 4th lunch with an extended class period, which our students quickly termed the Monster Block. Also in the fall, our student council made a significant decision to become more inclusive by shifting from the long-held tradition of homecoming king and queen to the introduction of our first ever Golden Eagles. During the year, BHS received a national STEM ranking of 129 by Newsweek, and once again, we achieved a best high school classification by U.S. News and World Report with a national ranking of 199. We continue to excel in our athletics programs with both team and individual level state team runner-ups, division championships, class championships, individual relay team and team state champions, and numerous first team Providence Journal All-State Awards. We also provided excellent extracurricular opportunities that included an outstanding February performance by our unified theater cast that truly united our student body in a very meaningful way. Then came Friday, March 13th, when schools in Rhode Island would be closed and the world as we knew it would shift dramatically in the wake of a global pandemic. Distance learning plans would be developed, and Zoom classrooms would now be used to replace our physical classrooms. COVID-19 would impact all aspects of our lives, most notably for our graduates, how their senior year would come to an end. This class would miss traditions such as the senior prom and after prom, battle of the classes, senior banquet, and so much more. Yet, through all of the difficulties and disappointments that this class has had to endure, the seniors that make up the class of 2020 have demonstrated a resiliency and determination that has never been before witnessed by any graduating class, and in all likeliness, never will again. This class has learned to overcome adversity in a way that is unparalleled by any class preceding it. It is the willpower and sense of purpose of this class that will enable each and every member of the class of 2020 to become successful as you move beyond the walls of Barrington High School. As I was driving just the other day, listening to my Bob Dylan station on Pandora, his song Forever Young started playing. Although I've heard this song hundreds of times over the years, for some reason this time, it made me think of our graduating seniors and the challenges that they've had to undergo as they conclude their high school journey. In the last verse, it was the last verse that struck me as Dylan writes, "May your hands always be busy, may your feet always be swift, may you have a strong foundation when the winds of changes shift. May your heart always be joyful, and may your song always be sung. May you stay forever young." Class of 2020, as you continue this wondrous journey we call life, stay strong, be there for one another, be joyful, keep singing, and may you stay forever young. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2020. It is now my pleasure to present the diplomas to this year's graduates, the graduating seniors, whose names I'm about to read, having met all requirements established by the Barrington School Committee and the state of Rhode Island, are presented to you to receive their diplomas. Sudiksha Edithel Mallick. Maeve Daisy Harrington. Hayley Reese Gasbarro. Jessica Wan. Olivia Marie Tutt. Anna K. Coogan. Kelley Zya Khan. Sarah Rose Quinlan. Lila Ackley. Jonathan Mitchell Adamson. Martin Robert Augustin. Fiona Nicole Ainsworth. Samantha A. Alexander. Stella Lynn Alexander. Lorelei Kirsten Alverson. Charles Garrett Ames. Jacob A. Andriozzi. Nicole E. Andriozzi. Tess E. Andrews. Graciana Maria Angelini. Dahlia Ardizone. Alexis Marie Orban. Isla Taylor Bally. Lucy S. Banks. Erin M. Barstow. Andrew Porter Botten. Casey Lynn Bassignani. Matthew E. Bates. Benjamin Hamilton Batting. Olivia Grace Bennett. Elizabeth Marie Berkery. Ryan Elizabeth Berlinski. Jane Louise Josephine Bessel. Amit S. Bhatia. Anusha Radha Bhatia. Matthew V. Biagetti. Willis Theodore Bilderback. Lachlan, Hull, Billingsley, Murrin. Gwen B. Bolin. Ryan Jonathan Bono. Matthew Shay Bowman. Owen Gregory Brady. Anika Nadine Brecker. Catherine M. Brennan. Alexis Denon Brenner. Matthew Sebastian Brenner. Lars Henning Brieger. Camille Rose Brousseau. Nina Samantha Brown. Camden Lee Buck. William Allen Burbine. Joseph W. Cato. Nathaniel K. Camera. James Patrick Cannon. Matthew Carmone. Trent Nelson Carney. Joseph Scalia Carroll. Frank Louis Costello. William Edward Cawley. Christina Maria Cerezo. Lana Shehab. Jack Cheng. Janice Kai Jen Cheng. Andrew R. Chung. Stephanie Kiana Chun. Grace Helena Clune. Olivia Louise Klein. Erin Jane Coffey. Sarah Nicole Coffey. Joshua Charles Cohan. Amanda Louise Colby. Brendan Paul Conity. Morgan Conlin. Benjamin E. Conway. Stacy C. Corvey. Benjamin Zato Cruz. Renee Noel Coleman. William Miles Cunha. Julia Francis Curry. Robert Samuelson Curry. Caitlin V. Cazone. Stephen R. Danilla. Olivia E. Darling. Liam Jack Davis. Kate S. DeMillion. Caitlin R. DeAngelis. Jarrett G. DeFreitas. Sean DeLuca. Sophia Rose Denise. Elizabeth Everard DeWitt. Mohammed D. Diallo. Sydney S. Deal. Isabel Mercedes Dion. Nathaniel Chad Dirksen. Emily Hope Dolan. Corinne Charlotte Doherty. Colin Fia Douglas. Aiden Bradford Doyle. Christina Marie Duchamp. Ariadne Maria Delchinos. Harrison M. Dunn. Catherine Rose Dupree. Eva R. Dupree. Ryan Scott Edwards. Liam G. Egan. Hugh James Elliott. Dara N. Elkadi. Lucian A. Fairbrother. Kaylin Shay Farrell. Grace Elizabeth Faulkner. Helen Fieldstone Faulkner. Megan Elizabeth Feeney. Matthew Patrick Ferry. Catherine Mary Fitzhugh. Bridget K. Flaherty. Nolan M. Fletcher. Elena M. Ford. Benjamin Robert Fryman. Kaylee Maria Furtado. Carolina Maria Garcia. Daniel Andrew Geoghegan. Andrew Benjamin Gerstenblatt. Margaret Evans Giordano. Hayley M. Gomasol. Sabrina C. Gonzalez. Jaya Gottlieb. Logan Ildar Graham. Zachary Philip Keenan Green. Claire E. Grover. Elizabeth F. Grover. Owen T. Hackett. Brenna Ray Haddad. Zichao Hao. Andrew Vartan Harris. Willem Edward Hawthorne. Carrie Reed Hederick. Emrys M. Hicks Santos. Clement Joseph Hilty. Anna Zochil Hopwood. Julia Grace Howarth. Allison Huang. Sarah Lynn Hughes. Dylan Cooper Hunt. Caitlin Mary Igo. Yusuf Mudin Aimundo. Erin E. Jackson. Logan Richard Jackson. Kayo D. Jadim. Lauren Elizabeth J. Walter Lewis Joachim Del Pollo. Lucas Alaire Johnson. Violet M. Johnson. Elias Joshua Kelley. Tor Anders Kenyon. John J. Kirkwood IV. Rachel Elizabeth Kovach Fuentes. James Albert Charles Kovalin. Madison A. Kreft. Charles Hayden Cruz Camp. Anna N. Lackey. John E. Lamery III. Mikaya Elizabeth Lane. Olivia Snow Lanou. Grace K. Lardner. Madeline Ann Loria. Brent Maxwell Dean Lawrence. Joshua Christopher Leadham. Andrew Paul Lewis. Anna Lee. William G. Lyle. Caroline G. Livingston. John Thomas Lombardi. Mateo Kepler Lapergolo. Hannah May LaRusso. Kaylin Liu. Julian Luca Mises. Bryn H. McGillivray. Hayley D. Madden. Ethan X. Major. Alexis Rose Malnerich. Samuel Isaac Manlove. Heather Marie Marsh. Samantha Lauren Mason. Harrison Joseph Massey. Marta May Matsko. Cleo Marie McBride. Okay. Elizabeth Marie McConaughey. Ava Lee McConnell. William A. McConnell. Beatrice Marie McConville. Anna Christine McGee. Madison A. McGloin. William Alexander McKibben. Karen Thomas McManus. Sophia Bell Mecca. Douglas Robert Meeker. Lindsay Roisin Menard. Seth B. Mitchell. Thomas A. Moody. Kara Mia Moran. Miguel Piver Neves. Alexandra E. Nichols. Marcus J. Nicholson. Grace Amelia Nordoff. Hunter Norris. Elizabeth Jane Nowinski. Margaret Taki Nozaki. Melina Kaya O'Brien. Lauren Marie O'Kane. Jack David O'Connell. Jacqueline Jade O'Hare. Aiden Han O'Neill. Michael Joseph Oliveira. Caroline Lee Orchard. Maggie A. Arubka. Jordan Rose Palethorpe. Elizabeth A. Palmer. Michael Minhee Park. Sally W. Park. Julia D. Parkhurst. Matthew Paul Peacher. Autumn Elizabeth Petruska. Sophie Jane Piet. Hayley Elizabeth Pine. Nina Jean Palumbo. Claire Maeve Pomfret. Peyton E. Preet. Nicholas A. Prince Gonzalez. Nicholas S. Patazik. Kaylee J. Putnam. Juncheng Kwan. Adeline Catherine Quas. Karma Quen Rapley. Nicholas Charles Rattery. Parker R. M. Reed. Soren Reynaud. Caroline M. Rickerman. Oliver J. Roberts. Emma E. Rocha. Ethan John Roderick. Mia Shretev Rajeri. William Raymond Rywalt. Mark J. Sapolsky. Jenna Eileen Scarella. Emma Elizabeth Scheibel. Gabrielle Catherine Sherber. Jacob Connor Scopio. Benjamin S. Siegel. Roman C. Sequeira. Charles McGrath Shapiro. William Patrick Sheehan. Owen Matarazzo Chef. Ilana Ruth Levy Scheinkoff. Ashley E. Schumann. Maxwell T. Silva. Brandon Marcus Silvera. Colby Alexander Silvera. Evan Gabriel Silvera. Emma Peyton Singer. Sarah Skadberg. Alexander Leo Soares. Jacob A. Soares. Hannah Solly. Megan Lee Spate. Eve H. Stockwell. Jordan Nolan Sullivan. Zoe Margaret Sweeting. Emily A. Swintack. Phoebe Carol Saz. Samuel D. Tanis. Hayley Lynn Testa. Grace Elizabeth Thompson. Owen S. Thurston. Madison Arena Torado. Samuel Joseph Turner. Ethan Randall Tutt. Owen Henry Valentine. Drew P. Vatter. Caden Thomas Voller. Owen Gregory Voigt. Noah Voshulo. Elizabeth Wang. Mia R. Webster. Hannah Thea Weinstein. Charles Irvin West. Joseph Lachlan Wicker. Anna Hart Wilkerson. Britta Baker Wilkerson. Eleanor J. Wind. Tyler Joseph Wang. Sabina Wright. Madri Natasha Yahia. Michael Robert Zelznick. Amy S. Zhao. Kevin Zhu. And Hayden Christian Zimmerman. It is with heartfelt pleasure and gratitude that we declare you as graduates of Barrington High School. We now offer congratulations to the next generations as they leave Barrington High School and march into their futures.
Good luck, seniors! Congratulations, class of 2020. Woo!
Hey seniors, we miss you. Congratulations.
Congratulations!
Congratulations.
Congrats!
Congratulations, seniors. Good luck.
Congratulations, class of 2020.
You did it!
We're so proud of you.
Class of 2020, we just wanted to take an opportunity to congratulate you all.
Yep, congratulations guys, senior project, and we wish you all the best of luck in a great class.
Good luck, an incredible class.
We're going to miss you so much, and we wish you the best of luck. Congratulations!
Hey guys!
Congratulations.
Congratulations!
Good job!
Congratulations, seniors. We're really proud of you.
2020. What a way to end your year. But I know you're going to go out and you're going to make Barrington proud.
Congratulations, class of 2020.
We'll miss you.
We're so proud of you.
Best of luck in everything you do.
I wanted to say I'm not going to forget you guys. It's going to be tough to forget that guy because I literally have his face on my shirt. Take care, class of 2020. All right, no more takes on this stuff. Hasta luego.
Congratulations,
Class of 2020.
Best of luck.
Congratulations!
We love the class of 2020 to infinity and beyond.
Congratulations, class of 2020. We want to let you all know how proud we are of this class and how much we're going to miss you as you move on to your futures. Thank you and good luck.